What's up, everybody? It's Yuri here, and we have a guest today. Welcome.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Ray.
Okay.
Entrepreneur and mom of the year.
So, we're going to talk about when we went out of town earlier this year, 2020, before Corona. Valentine's Day weekend 2020. So do you remember we went to an Airbnb, the first place we stayed, and why are you looking like that?
I'm catching my
okay. And I forgot the rules, and we got put out the Airbnb, and because I lit up some weed in the Airbnb.
Yes, that was.
Okay, so tell me about, how did you feel? Because we never even talked about it. We just kept it moving
Yeah,
because we wanted to stay positive. We didn't want that to ruin our weekend, our all-star weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I felt I was so frustrated. It's like I literally kind of took myself. It was like an out-of-body experience. Like I was watching them and how we were reacting, because we didn't really react the way they project us to be, which is angry and violent and disrespectful and pretty much illiterate, retarded.
Exactly.
And so I remember taking myself out of myself. Like I went to a different place because I felt like I know how I can pop off. And then like when you come and you be around nice people and you treat us this way because of the color of our skin, not even knowing us, it's like, oh, you want all the smoke, you know? So it's just like, take yourself out before you create some smoke you can't get rid of, or you inhale too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So that was my mind frame of it, and it just really let me know like racism is more real now than ever.
Okay.
Because remember back then there were literal laws.
Right. Yeah, there were, and not to mention,
it's different.
Yes, and not to mention when she say them or they, she's talking about the white man. And this is a elderly Caucasian, gay male. You know what I'm saying? And I am a openly bisexual woman, and I was very excited about staying in this gay man's Airbnb.
He gonna know we talking about it and be like,
I don't give a fuck. Bitch, he kept the whole motherfucking Airbnb ready for the whole weekend. He ain't refund us shit. He kicked us out. He kicked us out for me lighting up some of that motherfucking dank. Okay? He kicked us the fuck out. And I was like, sir, please. Like, I'm begging him. This is Valentine's Day weekend, cold as fuck.
And we were tired as
hell. It's like 12 a.m. in the morning when we check in. I'm like, sir, please. We just came in from Detroit. We got 4 hours. We just drove 4 hours. Come on. I'll go outside and smoke. He was like, you can't smoke outside either. I was like, oh my God.
Like, you don't own outside.
There was nothing that we could say to stay at that Airbnb.
Because we was too black. We was too brown.
Oh my God. And I'm like, how can you be a gay man? You are not for LGBTQIAP. You're not for it. He's not for it. So with that being said, I take your gay card away, man. No matter how many penises you suck, no matter how many you fuck, your gay card is taken away on the strength of how could you treat another B in the LGBT like that?
Another human being like that. Because no matter what color we are, we could be purple. We could be fucking...
I want a refund.
Red.
You kicked us out. You said you was gonna tell the Airbnb about us leaving. You ain't never said shit about us leaving. Give us our money. That was an expensive ass trip. Anyways,
that whole thing was like, I really
wanted
to. It really put me in a place
so
where
much negativity.
It was.
But we was so overpowered with our positivity on that trip. It was just like, look, this is what it is. We gonna be positive. We about to turn the fuck up, shake some ass. Yeah. Maybe show some titties.
Well, they showed more ass than my lame ass.
Yeah,
but that's
okay.
It's okay.
You ain't sure
I've never been that. That ain't never been me, you know. So it's like, it's okay. Like that's always been her. She always been like, you know.
Don't shake that ass.
Period. But you know, it is what it is. Like I regardless of I like that I could be me and she could be
Yes.
her, and it kind of mesh and it kind of go.
Yeah,
And
it's fun.
like, yeah, it's very.
It's fun.
It evens everything out versus two crazy wild ass ignorant ass motherfuckers. And then they done fuck that. They can't fuck that thing up, and that was that. So.
But yeah, that was a fun trip though. It was. All in all, like when we left, it was fun to me. Like even though it was the experience we had, I still had a good time because it was us.
Yeah.
It was our vibe, our energy.
Yes.
Like,
and it was the first time that I realized how disciplined I was with being a vegan.
Yeah.
Because I had never been out of town and been vegan
that.
before. And remember, I did not eat anything, no dairy, no meat, no nothing.
No,
I didn't eat
you went to every vegan restaurant.
And I only ate anything, nothing besides meat and dairy. I did the whole entire weekend.
No, I was very proud of you for that. I'm like, that is a lot of discipline to stick to your diet even out of town.
Yeah.
Or stick to your what you eating or how you're living.
Yeah.
Even traveling. Because traveling, it is hard to find places. But places like Chicago and New York, we always going to find some vegan restaurants.
Yes, and I looked everywhere for that. I was like, oh my God, please tell me it's not just in Chicago.
They have a lot more
just
Caucasians, that's why. Just say them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which makes a lot.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Tell me about, have you ever had a Karen situation? Like a real one? Like one-on-one with Karen?
I did, but wasn't aware.
Okay.
I wasn't.
Let's
I
hear
was
it,
not
though.
aware. I'm saying it was a real because you know how you have encounters with all different types of people, races and things. And so I was actually working at Denny's, and I'll never forget. She used to always be like, "Desiree, mop the floors. Desiree, make sure you clean all the counters. You have to have every single piece of silverware wrapped." And I would be like, "Well, I gotta catch the bus and I gotta get home." She's like, "Well, this is protocol,
Right.
And I used to be like, does she do that to anybody else? Mind you, it was a restaurant full of freaking white people, right? And it was maybe 4, maybe 3 black people that worked in there. And it was so, I was just like, why is it so little? And I never forget, like a small percentage of black people, of brown people working at Denny's. And so,
I see what you're saying because they will only let a certain amount of black people work.
They have to have a certain amount, a certain percentage. I think it's like 3 to 6% or somewhere around there.
Wow. No, so, I believe something like that.
It was like,
because Denny's is a food chain. Like it is a chain. It's not like it's like chicken and waffles. It's like not like McDonald's, but it's
maybe like a.
It's like IHOP. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a chain. Like you can find it at multiple states and cities. So that means the white man is behind the dollar because only that type of money that can be moved in America like that comes from the white man only. Like they only have access to that.
Yep.
So we don't have access to that. Only they do. So that means
they don't.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
And so it was funny. It was so long story short. Basically, it was certain things like, oh, make sure you mop the floor. Like a constant battle. And one day I was like,
on some real like, well, mop the floor, bop.
Exactly. That's pretty much. It was like I was like, okay, no. And then she's smoking a cigarette. She pregnant, smoking a cigarette, telling me to mop the floors. And I'm like, I got food. I'm like this with trays in my hands. So I'm looking at her like, what?
Like you sound crazy.
So I go take my customers their food, and then I get to mopping the floor, and she spills something.
Oh my goodness.
And she said, come mop this up.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
What?
I'm not lying. That's why I said I did not know I didn't know it was racist as fuck.
Wow.
And when I remember, I looked at her, I said, bitch, your mom gonna mop you up before I mop that up.
Okay. So did you
I'm gonna excuse myself. They wrote me up. And I was like,
so?
What?
What do I look like to you?
What?
Right.
I don't, like what? No.
Why would you do that?
And then I was already upset because a drunk white man came in there. And he was visibly racist. Like, he was like, oh, can I get another waitress? And blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, sure. So it was another black girl working. He didn't want her. He only wanted the white girl. Oh, okay. So I'm already upset at that. And then you going, oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah,
Not today. No, ma'am.
I feel like racism is just it is really huge, especially in America. It's huge all over the world, actually. Like all over the world, I feel like people prefer fair skin. Like they prefer lighter skins, whiter complexions because it's easier on the eye. It's not as fine, basically.
Right. Yeah. You can't be beautiful if you're too brown.
Right.
You can't be.
So with that being said, that's messed up that you had to go through that. I'm sorry you had to go through that because, I mean, I've experienced some pretty racist shit too, but I mean, not anything as racist as that. Like to the point. I mean, I don't even know. Racist is racist. Like it's no.
It's no different levels.
Racist is racist. So okay, let me tell you about a Karen situation I had, and this is the most recent one. Is when I went to Macomb County, Michigan, which is basically I went to Warren on. I think I was on Mound and 13 Mile. I went to that Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, that's the first place. And then you know how in the summertime they have those firecracker stations up where you can get firecrackers.
Oh yeah,
on
everywhere.
13 Mile and Mound, it's a really nice one there. So we go to a racist ass Dunkin' Donuts with the Indian people that did not want to fuck with our brown skin because their brown skin looked better than my brown skin. So we had to deal with that whole situation right there. And then so we left Dunkin' Donuts on 13 Mile and Mound. And we went to the firecracker station and we took our beautiful black brown skinned girl into the firecracker station, and we were just walking around like she just looking at stuff, getting ready for not the 4th of July, Juneteenth. So with that being said, Bean picks up this little firecracker, like it's not lit. Like in order to make firecrackers harm a child, it has to be lit and out of the packaging, right?
Definitely.
So she has probably I don't even remember, maybe the poppies. Maybe that. She had those in her hand. She's like, I want this. So it's a cute little box. She thinks it's a box for her, for a little kid. So me and my husband are just walking around Indica, and she has this box. Karen is at the other side of the tent, waiting for us because we're slowly walking around looking at all the firecrackers. Karen is on the other side, waiting for us to get to her side. I'm not even paying attention to Karen at all. At all. Now, next to the firecracker station, it's a floral station. Okay. So she was in the floral station. Okay. She saw 2 colored people in the firecracker station with a child, and she walked over there. Okay. So by the time we get to her, she's just standing there. So she says to me, I'm not even paying attention to her, mind you. So she says to me, she should not be playing with that. I ignore her. I keep going around. I walk right past her.
Strike one.
That's strike one. She then says, excuse me. And I think she said something to Indica like, she's too little for that. That she can hurt that or hurt herself or something like that. And me and him both looking at each other like, we know what she got in her hand. We're her parents. If we thought she was gonna hurt herself, we would have took it from her. Right. So I was like, oh, okay, my petty ass. I'm like, oh, so how much does this cost? Because, bitch, if you're telling me that she should not have this, then you work here. Right. Okay? Exactly. So come help me. Exactly. So how much is this? Do your job. Do your fucking job, bitch. How much is this? Because we're going to buy it. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't work here. I don't work here. Oh. Walk away. Back to the floral station. I said... So she walked over here just to tell us our daughter cannot play with this. So we took it away from Elizabeth and she just started crying. I said, so she just wanted to see my daughter cry. I should whip her ass. I should throw this ice cream, this shake, whatever I have in her face. Because that was 2 racist encounterments in Macomb County on 13 and Mound. 2 racist encounterments that I had in less than 10 minutes. Wow. I was like, oh my gosh. Like what? And then right after that, I don't even know what to call them. What do you call the men that are racist? They're not.
I call them a John.
John was in motherfucking Micro Center Like, and Nick was on the computer with this black woman with this nice ass booty. Shout out to you. At Micro Center. And he was in there looking for our desktops and stuff. She gave him access to the computer. John walked over there to Indika because she walked away and was like, do you need help with something? And he's like, no, I'm good. And Indika's an asshole, so he's just like, nope, I'm good. Goes keep on typing. The guy's like, you're
Make
not.
sure you keep smiling.
He's like basically like, you're not supposed to be on this. And then the black lady sees what's happening and she runs over and she's like, oh no, I'm helping him. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, yeah, fucking John, get your bitch ass on. So you get slapped. I said, this is why I stay on the west side of Detroit and Dearborn, because I don't nobody want to come to Macomb, Michigan or Macomb County and fucking get treated like this by people because of the skin color I have. Like, you need some sex or what? Because you need something. So Karen's and Johns, please get your acts together. We are going to watch some more of you and tell you, just give you our natural reaction, honestly, because I've never seen these videos, and
Yeah,
I'm excited to see how you guys have been treating other brown skinned people. So yeah.
And you can't say Black Lives Matter and then fine and be shady.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're gonna support it behind doors, make sure you support it out in the open as well.
I can. Do you live here? I'm sorry. The keypad is right there. You can fill me. That's fine. Into my building. Okay. Okay, what unit? I'm uncomfortable. No.
Okay.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you at all. I'm not touching you, and I'm not in any way doing anything outside of letting my dog go to the bathroom. What unit?
I don't need to tell you that. What unit do you live in?
307.
Okay. Great. I'm on the 4th floor.
Okay.
No. You don't have a key fob. You are... No.
No.
If you have that, then okay.
Okay.
Then you're not security. You're not the property manager. You're not
No,
Mike
but
Herman.
I live here.
Okay, I live here too. You're not Mike Herman. You're not Rick.
I don't like the fact you have your phone in my face.
Okay, I don't like the fact that you're blocking me for where I pay you.
All I'm asking is what unit?
Listen, I don't need to tell you that.
I would have been like, you're obviously fucking
It's not your
drunk.
building. You're not
You're
the owner.
clearly drunk. Like, move.
Sir, you walk up
Because,
on a street.
Yes, yes.
because I'm black. I would, at this point, I would have been like, because I'm black, you think I walked up on the street? Because I'm black,
In
bitch?
a second, man, I'm about to walk through where I live. So.
No.
I would have just shoved her. I just would have shoved her through and walked through the door. I would have slapped her phone on her head, made sure it broke on the ground, and shoved her. Right. Okay, thank you, black man.
About time.
Shut this bitch.
About time.
Okay.
Cause I would have mushed her. This
Bitch.
get up off my face, girl.
Right, call the fucking police and get your fucking dog, cause I'm about to kick the motherfucker. Shut up.
You can film all you want.
Okay, get out my face.
I'm not being rude. I'm not.
You are. You're following
You're harassing me.
bitch. You're following me, bitch, and I'm about 2 seconds from slapping you,
Push
hoe.
your way in. No.
I would have.
Please say what you
Is he
gotta
gonna
make you
help me? I
feel,
hope he
please.
can not gonna ever get with her. Let this bitch go by herself.
I'm telling you now.
Big asshole. Yeah, Karen. Bitch.
I wish she had some mace and just said,
Ooh.
back up. Okay, I can't breathe, bitch.
I would have shoved the fuck out of her like, bro, you are in my way. You are being
And then
so
when they
rude.
came, I was in fear of my life.
I was in fear of my life. She had her dog attack my ankles. I would have cut those holes in my sides, bitch. Oh, hell no! bitch, try me. And of course, the South. Tell them to get off the ground.
Bye-bye, grandma.
Then begin to record the encounter. Get the fuck up on my face. That's what I'm saying. In today's time, Karens and Johns will get you fucked up.
You just said that lady made the baby cry.
Oh, you walking back like you gonna do something, bitch. I would've, bitch, oh, I would've fucked her up. I would've knocked that bitch in her face. Like, get the fuck back.
She is crazy.
Get the fuck out of my, oh! Dog, we would've jumped her ass. We would've jumped her ass, period. We would've jumped her ass. We would've, ooh.
That been the day.
Ooh.
That if I was the man and I had never hit a woman before, that been the day I would have knocked that bitch cold clean out.
God, what? Knock that bitch right in her motherfucking head so motherfucking hard.
Smacked her straight in that mouth. She was fucking.
Ooh.
Bitch.
Back in that home, like, shut the fuck up, bitch. You talk too much. Get on my, you're too close, man. Oh,
You're minding business that don't belong
I
to
will
you.
talk to a white person just like they are. Wow.
I don't know her, and she's asking where I live.
Verify that Howman is a red. Of course he. Oh, that's the property manager?
I said yes. Then he asked
Fired.
me what the address was. I showed you my key. What more of a conversation needs to be held? Am I, like, seriously, what more of a conversation do I need to I'm saying, I did answer her question. I did. I told her. Why do I need to give this lady who I don't know my address? If you want me? Why do I have to leave my pool that I She don't live here. Do you live here?
There is a sign that says that I can ask for anybody, please.
But for what?
But you don't live here. Okay, so the police is there? Are you
I showed you
fucking.
my key. I showed you my key. You gonna take my key out of my hand now? All right.
Okay, bitch. Okay. Okay. This is full on harassment.
Racist ass, dumbass bitch.
I cannot believe the tenacity that these motherfuckers have.
You know what? Sometimes I can't believe. Sometimes I wish we was as angry as they say we was, because I bet you.
But that situation was real calm because it's like, bro, I'm sitting here at the pool. Why are you bothering
Trying to
me?
sell bottled water so she could go to Disneyland. Now her story has exploded into a flood of controversy. That video of her neighbor calling the police, now viewed more than 1 million times.
Wow.
Cold water, $2 only.
This morning, 8-year-old Jordan Rogers is an internet sensation for selling bottled water on the street in front of her house.
This woman don't want to let a little girl sell some water.
This woman is Allison Edelman. This
Karen
morning,
Bitter
she's a
ass.
social media villain,
Motherfucker.
calling the cops on her young neighbor.
Yeah, and illegally selling water without a permit?
We don't know what happened
Wow.
leading up to this video being shot. Airbnb permit Patty online says she was working at home upstairs.
Illegally selling water without a permit?
And non-stop.
I tried to be polite, but I was stern. And I said, please, I'm trying to work. You're screaming, you're yelling.
Work
You
where?
have open windows, it's a hot day.
Permit Patty.
Keep it down.
Adel says she never confronted Jordan.
Permit Patty
But
speaks
Peter
out.
Austin took this video.
Yes.
Call the police on an 8-year-old.
And then she gonna try to duck out and hide. Like, girl, she is seriously calling the police on this little girl.
Be quiet. She just came out and directly demanded to see a permit to sell water from an 8-year-old.
Saturday Night Live cast member
See,
Cecily
the
Strong.
thing, that's why cops feel like they can kill people. Because they just like, you're not following the rules. Like, like, what the fuck?
Illegally drinking my water.
What?
Drinking my water.
Some on social media say they're reminded of a similar incident in Oakland 2 months ago. A woman dubbed Barbecue Becky.
Barbecue, oh yeah,
African-American
Becky.
man grilling in an area where it wasn't allowed.
Some say both incidents are racially motivated.
Both
I
are.
only thought that she
Definitely.
could use her white privilege.
Adel says she's now gotten thousands of hateful emails.
All kinds of threats.
She is like she's hiding because it's
Horrible images
Karen. Stop.
and death threats.
Jordan says she was
Permanent Patty, shut up.
Welcome to Black.
Shut up, Permanent Patty.
to go to Disneyland. Over the weekend, she got some good news.
They know you want to go to Disneyland, and they bought you 4 tickets to go.
Aww. Now this is a positive black situation that came out in the win for this was a black girl. So now she's gonna feel comfortable being black. She's gonna feel comfortable doing what she wanna do as a black woman when she grows up. This was positive for her. So Karen, you did right in this situation, sis, cause you told and she blew up.
Alright, gotta go. Excuse me. How do you know this boy?
This is my son, Adam. What?
Your son?
Okay. Why are you in my
Hey,
business?
kid. Are you okay? Yes. Do you know where your parents are?
You in my business?
his dad. I adopted him.
Do you have paperwork to prove that?
Okay.
Now, why would I need to prove anything to you?
Who are you?
No. You should never judge anyone before you get to know them. Come on, son. Let's go.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I gotta go back here.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow.
That's him! He's going to kidnap that boy!
Sir, put your hands up and step
Are
away
you
from the
fucking
child.
kidding me?
Officer, this child is my son. I adopted him.
He's lying. You can tell just by looking at him.
Okay.
You have any paperwork to prove that? Yeah.
Wow.
It's in the car.
In the fucking park.
Mom's down now. I can get it for you. Why don't you tell me where it is and I will go get it.
Okay.
It's on the driver's side door panel.
See, dealing with white people, you always gotta keep your hands in the air.
And the fact that he have to keep that around with him when he go around with his own
Matches
son.
his name.
And do you have any? I have a adoption paper in my glove box. Who walks around with this?
Yeah.
And you need my ID to match it. So you okay? It's just sickening. Like, why are you being a bully? Why? Okay.
The world we live in allows them to be.
Okay.
Sorry for the trouble. Here you go. Ma'am, this is the boy's legal guardian. May you both have a nice day.
When you adopted him, did you have an option?
Excuse me?
Why are you?
Did you have
First off, why are you still
There is no
talking
more
to me?
conversation. At that
Right.
point,
You need to know.
get out my
You
face.
almost got me arrested.
That's a shame.
Okay,
He
bitch.
could have had a better life being raised by his own kind.
Okay.
Really?
You're
That's all
fat. You're old. And you look miserable,
You see?
bitch. Your coochie look dry.
You've had a very tough childhood.
First off, I'm sorry, it's too
His
much
mother
explaining
passed
for
away,
me.
and his father was an alcoholic.
Mm.
Just couldn't control his anger.
Which is your kind.
She's very ignorant.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Who the fuck do you think you guys
Where do you think you are? No, you didn't.
Period.
You're very racist and ignorant. No, you want to keep
They blocked her from leaving.
Very. Mom, watch.
Okay, yeah. At this point, you're getting your ass beat, bitch. Okay, bitch. So
I don't feel like this is a Karen situation. I don't feel like this is a Karen situation. I feel like because she was white and she bumped her or whatever encounter they had, because she was white, automatically it's like Black Lives Matter, fuck all lives matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it was I don't feel like this situation was a Karen situation. I feel like it was a ignorant black person situation, making everything about racism. That's how I feel about it. She followed that lady to the car. She got in back of the lady's car. That lady was in fear of her life.
So I can agree with you to an extent. I do agree that these black people are ignorant as fuck. Because they was in her face. She was trying, you're right, she was trying to leave.
And she
was
made
trying to
that
leave.
statement. When she said, I care about you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I whatever she said, it looked like to me she was trying to show a little compassion, even in that moment of them being assholes.
She was trying to leave, like she was trying to leave, and you're right, they went full on in attack, like bitch.
Because the daughter is,
they like, bitch, you butt me, bitch, you butt me.
The daughter is on the sidewalk with the mama come on now.
Yeah.
You antagonize the people, and then when that fucked you up with that motherfucker pulled that gun out on your ass,
She
said,
was like, clap, clap.
I ain't that one.
Back the fuck up.
And she had to write like she was in a motherfucking combat movie.
Oh no, I heard that bitch say clip.
Yeah. She was not.
That motherfucker. Yeah.
She was in fear of her life because
She
look
was.
at everything that's going on
Because
right
they
now.
hit her, so they're like, okay, now if you get me out the car again, but I still feel like, even at that point, that's my whole point. White people so scared. Bitch, if you fucking in my face with the camera like that, and you follow me to my car, and I try to leave, and you get behind my shit as I reverse, okay, bitch, I'm about to beat your ass now. Because now,
But
you
see,
on that bullshit.
I don't think
I'm
that she
trying
knew
to
she was going to
leave.
get in back of the car.
It
She
don't
think she
matter.
knew that.
As a black woman, I'm not afraid of you, bitch. I will get out this car and mollywop your ass. I will hit you with a lock. I will beat your ass. I will roll you the fuck over, bitch. Don't play with me like that.
In that particular,
She ain't need
that wasn't a Karen type. That was a
That's
word.
not. But what I'm trying to say is, in that moment, she ain't even need her gun. I understand people don't want to fight, but when you are that scary, when you are that afraid, you're going to want to kill somebody. And only white people get that scared of black people. If that was another black girl and she was like, you butt me, bitch, they would have been fighting in the parking lot.
Yeah, they would have.
They would have just been fighting. But because it was a white woman against a black woman, the white woman was so fucking terrified. Like all of white people are terrified of black people.
I feel like maybe in the Karen situations they be.
That was not a Karen situation.
But that particular situation.
That
I feel
wasn't
like
a Karen situation. She just was a scary bitch.
She had a
She was a
reason
scary
to be
bitch.
afraid. If you would get in the back of my car, if you would stand in the back of my moving car,
You saying you wouldn't even pull a gun out on a girl?
probably.
Okay,
If
what I'm saying is,
because I don't have a gun, but I have a taser. You walk up on me.
but that's what I'm saying. It's no need to kill this person,
Right,
But
don't
yeah,
need to kill. But I don't think that. I
if
think
you
that's
got
why
a
there was no
taser,
death that day.
tase that bitch. Yeah, I feel like that. Tase that hoe.
Yeah, fry my motherfucking chicken.
Like, bitch, like I said, like, I'll get out the car with a lock and hit you with it.
Right.
Because it's like, calm down, bro. Like, I'm trying to leave.
But the problem is this is not maybe not the particular white person in that particular
In that particular situation,
but when
it was
you
the
get
ignorant black people.
when you get into them kind of situations when you don't have a racist situation like that,
That was no racist
then
situation.
it turns into, oh, I'm white, so I know that if, because of everything that's been happening, they're going to like severely attack me. You know what I'm saying? Or kill me. And at that point, everybody, then your defense mechanisms come up. You know what I'm saying? Whether you black, green, or whatever.
Right,
so
right.
if they feel the same emotion that we feel, only thing is a lot of them feel so much superior to us.
Yeah.
They feel like we don't have feelings, or we can't acknowledge when we're wrong, or when we need to cut down, or whatever the case is. Like,
But so with that situation, I feel like it goes back to black people being completely fearless, and white people having so much fear.
that wasn't fear. That was stupid. That was stupidity.
Well, the reason I say it was fearless is because even a dumb person can be fearless, because they're like, oh, there's fire. I'm going to put my hand over it for 5 minutes and burn myself and get a big boil. Like, that's fearless to just put your hand over some fire. Now, that's dumb as fuck, but that's fearless.
That's purely stupid.
That's fearless.
Really
That's
dumb.
fearless to me.
Like, fearless.
So I feel like
Fearless is knowing you're going to get burned. And saying, I'm gonna put my hand
But
over
that's
this
what
5
I'm
minutes
saying.
and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna wait.
People-
That's fearless. Those people are ignorant. That's ignorant.
No,
that's
that
not.
is. It's
That's
a
not fearless. That's
combination.
ignorant.
It's a combination, because they didn't know she had a gun in her car. They had no idea.
Stupid.
But if you are that's the stupidity in them.
Yeah.
That's the ignorance in them. They don't even know what she was.
But the ignorance sometimes is what fuels the stupidity.
I'm getting to that. They didn't even have the knowledge how white people feel in today's time. So in their head, they probably not thinking like, white people really don't fuck with us. In her head, she like, I know it's a war. That white woman like, I know it's a war against black and whites right now. I'm packing.
Right.
Period.
Right.
I'm not about to deal with that shit. Dumb black people are ignorant to what's going on. So they're fearless in their ignorance, because they're like, I'm about to walk up to Karen. Even though that wasn't a Karen, but I'm about to walk up to Karen like, what's up, bitch? I'm about to fight you because you bumped into me by accident in Walmart.
Right.
And Karen like, I'm trying to leave. I support your movement, but if you take one more fucking step, bitch,
I'ma blast
your ass back. And that just was that they backed the fuck up when she was like, back the fuck up. When she caught that bitch, it was like, back the fuck up. They backed the fuck up.
So you saying you think the fact that they weren't aware that she had a weapon in the car,
they were fearless.
they were fearless,
But they were also ignorant, because they're not even aware of how white people feel about us. Because if they was even the slightest bit aware, they wouldn't even follow her back to her car.
That's why I said that's pure stupidity.
They wouldn't
Ignorance.
even
It
follow
was
her back to
nothing
the
but
car.
ignorance.
That was
Because,
ignorance.
First off, you are clearly
But you can tell that
illiterate.
mama and daughter fight a lot, obviously, because if they
Together.
yeah,
The hood rats,
yeah, that's that. Now those are the black people that do get shot. Those are the
Yeah.
black people that fucking get
Just
hurt.
like that guy that got killed in Detroit, pulled a gun out on the police and thought they wasn't gonna kill him.
Like-
duh, that's how it goes.
Yes,
now
there are
you don't
ignorant
even
black
need a
people.
gun to die. Like,
Yes, there are ignorant black people, but there are even more ignorant white people, because this is America and this is their home. So they're even more.
they
ignorant white people.
have the authority to be.
But no, they
They
made the
are.
rules. They made the
They have the
laws.
authority to do so.
That's
That's
why
why
I
they're
said
doing
black
it.
people need to come up with their own communities and their own laws and their own rules. But black people won't do that.
Three things you want the people to know about white people tripping.
3 things we want people to know about white people tripping. Don't fall for the bullshit, guys. If you see a white person that is ready to start that bullshit, ignore their ass. Ignore their ass. Ignore their ass. I will motherfucking ignore a motherfucking Karen John to the 13th degree. They will call the cops on me how much I'm ignoring them, because I will just not even acknowledge their existence. They will follow me trying to get my attention, because I'm not about to fall for this. You're not about to get me wrapped up in your bullshit, Karen and Jonathan. It's not happening. It's not happening. That's my number one thing. And then the other one is what? Just shit.
Stay black.
Stay black. But if they motherfucking raise their hand, you have every right to knock their ass the fuck out. Period. Period. You got every right to knock their ass the fuck out on their back. You better hit their motherfucking motherfucking ass so motherfucking hard, knock their head off. Knock their mother, cause this ain't 1920. I'm not motherfucking Luther in the motherfucking corner on with some shacks and whips on my back. This ain't happening like that. I'm about to knock your ass out. So that's my second advice. I don't got no third one. What you got?
Okay, so I ain't got all that. I don't got all that. I have encountered Karens and Johns driving and everything else. I can admit many times I felt like, woo, baby, I'm crack that meat quick. But because I had so many different experiences, I think the most powerful thing that I ever did was treat people how they want to be treated.
Yes.
If you treat me a certain kind of way, depending on, I could be at work, so if you racist to me while I'm at work, I'm going to respectfully let you have it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing it in a way I can keep my job and pay my bills.
Right.
So if you're on the job and somebody come in and be racist or disrespectful to you, make sure you smile the whole time. Fuck you, have a good day, and go get your change. And let them go about their business.
Okay, so that's one.
That's one.
What's your second one?
2, stay calm.
I like that.
Stay calm. You can't, once you do something out of anger or emotion, you can never take it back. And it may create more damage. So stay calm at all times. Don't yell. Speak calmly. And be smart. The third one.
Do one for me too. Do a fourth one too. Do one for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Be encouraged always, because God made you how He made you for a reason. And no matter what, once God say yes, can't nobody else say no. Nobody else no, don't matter. Because that's the last one that count. And I'll do one for Gabby.
Okay.
Have compassion. Have compassion. Compassion is one of the most unappreciated things or qualities that you can have or see in another person.
Okay. Drop them gemstones.
So, that's
drop them. And that's how you handle crazy ass Caucasians. That's how you handle that. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch y'all next time.
Bye.
This is Yuri Baby with Detroit Finest, and we have
Ray.
All right. What's your social media?
It'll be in the link because I don't remember.
Okay. It's on the link.